All right, guys. So originally this was going to be a video talking about just what the Imperium needs on a story level. This isn't about Warhammer as a tabletop. This is just my observation um, as a Warhammer fan. Sorry, I lost my train of thought. But yeah, originally it was going to be about the Imperium because that's where a lot of my thought process was. But then I thought, you know what? There's a lot the other factions need. So that's what this video is. And again, I'm not talking tabletop, and this is just my personal opinion. I'm just talking as in-canon stories. This is what I feel like each faction needs going forward. Yeah. So let's get started. And I'm always excited to hear what your opinions are on the matter in the comments below. Yeah, let's talk about it. So starting off, let's talk about what was originally supposed to be the center of the piece of this video, the Imperium. I'm just going to come out and say it. I think the Imperium needs to lose more. And I know what you're going to say, but the whole point is that the Imperium of Man is hanging on by a thread, and they're fighting desperately. And you hear, you hear about, the planet, worlds are dying every day in the Imperium. Yeah, I don't see it. Though we don't see it. Like, all we're seeing is the victories. And I know also the other thing, but Cadia, yeah, but then immediately we got Rabute Gilliman, coming back, and then since then it's just been victory after victory after victory, hard fought victories, mind you. But the whole point of the the Imperium of Man, is that it's done. Like, it's dying. It is just a dying scream with Gilliman holding everything together barely, and yeah. So I need to see more novels and more anything of just, I want to see more, like, of the Imperium running away or dying off, and not to the hands of Chaos. I'll get to Chaos in a bit, but, like, I need it to be other Xenos. And I know people are going to say, but Sotha, though? What about Sotha? It's very clear that Sotha was just a scrap thrown from the table of GW to shut us up for 5 minutes, and even then it was inconsequential. In that Tyranids versus Ultramarines fight, it didn't matter at the end of the day. I want another Cadia. Like, that's what I really need as a whole. Is I want another Cadia level event, but not caused by Chaos. I want to showcase that it's not just Chaos that is a major threat. I want to see other Xenos, whether it be the Tyranids, the Necrons, or something else. I need the Imperium to get beat down again. They've been having it too good, with Rabute coming back, Lion coming back, and all intents and purposes, Lehman is returning next. Don't deny it. It's obviously they're ringing the dinner bells for all the Space Wolves fans to just start jacking it to the thought of Lehman Russ coming back. We all know it's happening. Yeah. So I need more losses I need more Imperial losses. Not everyone. Like, they can still have wins, but I need to see I need to see that, like, yeah, the Imperium just can't win every fight we see, and we're at the same time being told, oh, but they're still losing, even though this victory means nothing. Okay, show me the losses they take. I also want to see Space Marines get butchered. We haven't seen a lot of that lately. I want to see, I know there's like, Space Marines are the face of Warhammer 40k, but, like, you got a ton of them. You can make more. Fucking kill them. So yeah. So let's move on to the Leagues of Votann. And I think we can all agree with the one thing the Leagues of Votann needs: way more lore. I know there's the High Jarl's Oath, but that's it. That's the only book they've gotten. I really need GW to, like, focus. If they really want to make the Leagues of Votann a more active presence, they desperately need more lore. Like, there needs to be like 3 more books at least coming next year after High Jarl's Oath, after how long you've delayed it and things like that. So it's kind of an obvious one with Leagues of Votann, is just more books, please. Anyway, next up, the Eldar. The Eldar just need more wins on their own. Jesus Christ. Like, they need more wins, and not wins where they're helped. The only time, like, really, ask yourself this. outside of the Yvraine trilogy that didn't end because it was so god-awful, ask yourself this. When was the last time you read a Eldar book where they won on their own and didn't get assistance from the Imperium of Man? I'll wait. Oh, it's only like 2 books? Yeah. So I need, like, the Eldar are meant to be one of the, even though, yes, they are a dying empire, I want to see, we know how powerful they still are. I want to see the Craftworld Eldar, and by extension, the Eldar, the Exodites, showcase that they don't need humans or another race to help them. Hell, I want to see more of the... I would love it if the Eldar were the ones saving the Imperium, instead of Imperium of Man giving them a boost up. There's a few short stories here and there you can point to, but nothing like a major novel. So yeah, Eldar, like, I want to see more solo Eldar wins, where the Eldar are like, yeah, we're a dying light, but still, we can fuck you up. Like, that's what I need. Next up, let's talk about orcs. There's no notes, really. The only thing I want more of orcs is kind of be scary again. I know the orcs are fun, and really this is kind of a minor nitpick. And they, like, again, the orcs don't really need any major notes. The orcs are good as is, but I want to see more scarier orcs again. I would like to see it. I don't mind that they're being funny, because, like, what's the point of having Uber Grimdark if you're not going to have a little fun in it? And the orcs are a perfect example of that. You can make the argument that they've been Flanderized, but still, I digress. I would like just the occasional novel to remind us, oh shit, these cockney giant green-skinned bastards are actually fucking terrifying. Like, there's one short story I remember reading that was set during the War of the Beast that explains a guardsman, like, encountering the orcs during the War of the Beast, and, like, just this thought of, I thought they were just dumb! I thought they were just, like, a big dumb idiot, but no, they're fucking terrified and they're headed to Terra! Yeah, so yeah. Sorry, my brain just sputtered there for a second. Yeah, not really much notes. I just would occasionally like scary orcs again. Next up, let's talk about the Drukhari. Let's talk about the Dark Eldar. It's kind of the same thing I would prefer with the Leagues of Votann. It's just a little more lore. And also, I feel like they're kind of getting pigeonholed and Flanderized like the orcs, where it's just sex, drugs, and rock and roll, and I know that's their whole thing. But, like, also there's a lot of inconsistencies with the lore of the Dark Eldar. Or, like, are they serving Slaanesh or are they not? Because I've read so many books, especially, like, if you read the C.S. Godo duology with the Death Watch and Eldar team up. What was it called? Warriors Coven or some shit? Yeah, I don't even think, like, first off, Godo sucks. I think we get all the Warhammer novelist readers can attest to that. But, like, yeah, I need someone to go, no, this is what the Dark Eldar are. That's what they are. This is what we're doing. I need a little more consistency on that. Tyranids, more wins. Let's talk about Tyranid. Much like how I said I want to see more loss for the Imperium, I want to see way more victories for the Tyranids. The Tyranids are treated as the ultimate threat of the galaxy, even more so than Chaos sometimes. But we never see that outside of one little victory and maybe the how much of a threat they were in the first Tyrannic War. There's really nothing there. It just feels like we're just, especially in Space Marine 2, where you're just kind of, butchering thousands of them, like horde killing them. What's the point of showcasing that they're the ultimate life form if they aren't, there to kill? Like, if we need that, I need, and this will also apply to I'll just throw in the Gene Stealer cult as well with the Tyranids. Like, the Tyranid species on a whole, I want to see more Dead Worlds. I want to see more Tyranid victories. Like, just see a planet desperately fighting to fight, like a Reach level event, Reach Arcadia level event, where they're desperately trying to fight the Tyranid swarm. They fail, and we see just another major loss to the Imperium. Or it doesn't even have to be. If you're too much, if GW is too much of a chicken shit to make the Imperium look bad, let it be like the Tau or the fucking Eldar or losing a craft world or something. Just showcase, like, GW tried their damnedest to make 9th and 10th edition to showcase how much the Tyranid were a threat to the galaxy, and I got nothing of that. And I'm sure none of you got that either. So how about we showcase that they're the deadliest life form in the galaxy, arguably is scarier. Hell, have them beat Chaos. You really want to showcase how much of a threat Tyranids can be? Have them beat a Chaos warband, or even make the Chaos gods go, the fuck is that? Like, yeah, have them beat like a Death Guard, like a Chaos warband. Just make one up, have them get slaughtered, and even like the Tyranids find their way in the Immaterium and are just like, we're gonna eat stuff even though it doesn't give us nutrients, and the Chaos gods are like freaking out, like, how the fuck they get in here? Yeah, it's not that. Technically, we have gotten like some Tyranid Chaos clashes here and there. Like Lords of Excess is a good example, where it's the Tyranids and more large the Gene Stealer cults battling a Emperor's Children warband. I would recommend Lords of Excess, by the way. It's really good. So yeah, I just want more wins for the Tyranids to remind everyone, oh shit, they're the scariest thing in the galaxy. Anyway. So that's Tyranids. Let's talk about Tau. Tau, I think the only thing the Tau really need is just some more love. Like, I don't understand why people, like, aggressively, like, there's some people who, like, I have heard stories on Reddit, Reddit and other social media, where people, like, when they say they're Tau players, other Warhammer players, like, take their Tau miniatures away from them and start smashing them. I don't get it, and also, if you do that, you're a real piece of shit, and I hope you die alone. Yeah. If you do that to another person who put a lot of money into their army, and you just smash them, first off, go take a shower, and, that'd be nice. Save us all your Death Guard level stench, and then, take a good hard look at yourself, and see that you're the problem, and I hope you fucking die alone, you piece of shit. Because, yeah, I've heard too many horror stories of, like, people who leave Warhammer because they like the Tau, and then people just aggressively shit on them. I mean, some of the memes are funny, but there's a difference between making meme jokes and ruining a person's life or livelihood through tournament battles. Sorry, I got too real. It's just, some of it is just really, some Tau hate is just ridiculous level. But getting back to lore-wise, I think the Tau just needs some more. You need a lot. Maybe they take over another world or two. Maybe showcase the greater good utilized in a way where it's non-violent. Maybe showcase that, like, maybe you could have, like, almost like a episode, like a novel where, and I'm sure there are novels, Tau novels are there. And God, why are Tau-centric novels so fucking hard to get sometimes? I digress. But I would love it if the Tau just got it's a planet where it's an Imperium world, and the people of the Imperium are, like, confronted with the Tau, and they don't know how to, like, properly, like, do we trust them? Do we not? They're better, but, like, our religion, though. Almost like a Star Trek episode. Be nice. I don't know. Yeah. Finally, let's talk. I think I've talked about everyone but Chaos. Yeah, so let's talk about Chaos real quick. I feel like Chaos needs to take a step back for a bit. I know Chaos is the big end-all, be-all, but, like, I would like a little more love for the... Oh, Necrons. I almost forgot Necrons. Why did I forget my favorite race? Oh, my God. But we'll talk about them, but since I'm already on the Chaos train, I think Chaos just needs to take a step back for everyone else. Just for a little bit. I'm not saying, like, completely get rid of the Chaos warbands and the Chaos gods in general. Just have them take a step back for a bit, and just, so when you bring them back, they're terrifying. It's like, holy shit, Chaos is back. And now it's, I'm not saying, like, also don't make, like, Warhammer End Times 40k, because no one will like that. Yeah. That's just one thing I would prefer, is, just Chaos used a little more sparingly. And Necrons, I think Necrons, it's the same thing with Tyranids, where like the Necrons were the former rulers of the galaxy. They're god killers. I want them to showcase that. I want to showcase some more of Necron. It's kind of the same thing with Tyranids, where I'm like, I want to see more Necron wins. You hype up how they're god killers. They're an ancient race, one of the most advanced in the galaxy, and sometimes it doesn't feel like that. Sometimes it's just cannon fodder. I'm wondering how the Silent King novel for the Indominus Crusade books is going to turn out. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, that's really it. But you guys tell me in the comments below, what are some things each Warhammer faction needs in your opinion? Just comment below, let me know. Other than that, hope y'all enjoyed this. I'm Mr. Multiverse. I'll see you next time in the Multiverse.